Okay, Angus McGree.
Like, do our intro now. It's like, da 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 da.
The world is full of super problems, so we made up a Superman, but he is just imaginary, and here we stand without a plan.
Da 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 da.
Good evening, San Diego. Welcome back to another beautiful day. I'm Ron Burgundy, and here's the news.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Hello and welcome to the Unproductive Nerds podcast.
I'm more interested in what Dan's doing.
I just wanted the drool to just come down my mouth like that.
He was static for a good 30 seconds.
I'm Rhiannon, and of course I am joined by my lovely trio of guys, Jack,
Yes, I'm here.
and Dan.
Rhiannon does have a trio
The
of
ghost
guys.
just opened that door.
I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Hey, folks. That's my Jimmy Kimmel.
To be fair, that's spot on his comedy
That is
style.
actually-
Yeah,
yes.
just saying.
I'm sure he fell.
Hey, I'm Jay Leno. Have you seen Cars?
You know,
Cars are
I've seen
great.
the movie, and it's great. And he always falls over to the side like
Yeah, he always does Oh, fucking hate Jimmy Kimmel.
he's such an annoying bastard.
But the thing is, I also hate Jimmy Fallon, and I always mix the two of them up.
Is it okay?
No, yeah, Jimmy Fallon's the one I hate. I'm okay with Jimmy.
No, fuck, no, Jimmy Kimmel is the one who's like, and now we're talking to Bryan Cranston,
Yeah.
right? No, Jimmy Fallon is the one who goes like,
He's in typical Jack Rabbit.
How do we feel about Conan O'Brien?
I like him.
he's okay.
Okay.
My biggest problem with Conan O'Brien is that 90% of his jokes involve saying ass really loud, and then everyone goes, ha, he said ass, and then
It's just...
that's just not
Why?
normal.
Who's the guy who's on the Conan show with him?
Andy something.
Andy Signore.
Andy Serkis. It's always him.
Andy
It's
Serkis.
Andy Serkis in a mocap suit. The fat guy is CGI.
That's amazing.
My god, that guy can play anything. When are we gonna give Circus his Oscar? I mean, come on, it's been long enough.
Did you guys see the
I mean,
interview
like,
that Andy
DiCaprio
Serkis
got
did,
his.
where it's like, what would
Alright, go one more time because she was talking over you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No more talking
Can we
over
just
you.
all agree to...
talk over each other? But have you guys seen the interview that Andy Serkis did on Conan? And basically, they ask him what would it be like if bloody
Caesar
Gollum and Caesar were talking about Conan, and it's so funny because he does the Smeagol voice, and he's like, Conan is really
What is that?
Conan is really.
You sound like... You sound like Iago. What is that?
Iago.
The parrot from Aladdin.
I don't know if we should do this. I want my own little hat. And then he's like, Conan is funny.
That one was
Yeah,
a
yeah, exactly.
And then he's like, and then Smeagol's other personality comes in and he's like, no, he's not.
fucking amazing.
You know what, Jack? Can we forget the rest of the podcast?
Yeah, fuck the zombie thing.
It's just a
Dan do
impression.
Quick, do your best Frodo.
I can't carry you, Mr.
That's Sam. Also, that's Scottish.
I wasn't dropping no ease, Mr. Campbell.
I can't carry you, Mr. Frodo.
That's a fucking Scottish accent.
He doesn't even say that. He's like, I can't carry the ring, but I can carry you,
I
Mr.
can
Frodo.
carry you, Mr. Frodo. Oh man.
Which is a
Wait a minute.
Which is a more homoerotic relationship? Those two in Lord of the Rings, or the two guys from Top Gun?
Top Gun, absolutely.
Top Gun.
It's always Top Gun.
It's always Top Gun.
It's ass smacks all around.
Slap ass. Every time.
Okay, well, we get to the topic.
This week's episode.
Yeah, that's.
And this week we're going to be celebrating the death of George Romero.
I can't wait to see what visual jokes you put into that when you edit it.
Offensive ones.
You get
Actually.
like really shit, like air horns, like confetti maybe.
I'm just imagining now at his funeral, it's just like his wife is going to be going up to his coffin, it's going to be an open casket, and it's just going to be zombie makeup in his corpse, and they're going to like spring load it so he'll like sit
I'm
up.
gonna be real disappointed if he doesn't come back as a zombie at some, just...
Alright,
You know, just be there'd be a bitch move if he didn't. You know?
Yeah,
Or he'll be walking around the snow base and a lot of other celebrities from famous horror movies will have to take him down, but he'll be invincible and he'll have like a studio light that he'll use to whack you, and he'll be a lot electric, and no matter how much you shoot him,
no,
he
we
just
get
fucking
it.
won't go
We
down.
get it. We
Yeah.
get that's a Call of Duty reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to really nail it home though, 'cause it didn't feel like you were getting it.
For those of you listening at home, John just put his finger right up in Dan's face.
Who's listening? We're filming this.
Yes, but I know. But you do a lot of visual like jokes and references and make lots of movement. But I realize when listening back as a podcast, as we started, they don't get a lot of that.
We gotta abandon the audio podcast, Jack. Except
We're not abandoning the audio
Except
podcast.
that's
It's what made us.
Infection Dick Syndrome one. That was great.
We're not leaving the audio show behind. It's beautiful.
I mean, I gotta be honest, I feel like we're neglecting the audience here. We're just kind of talking business, and this is not the place to be talking business.
You're right. They shouldn't see behind the camera or behind the mic or whatever.
Or
Okay.
in front of the camera. At
No,
all. They shouldn't see us.
Go watch something better.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
See if
Yeah.
Movie Fights is on.
Like, why are you?
Who's fighting on Movie Fights this week? Could be
Like-
Dan Merle.
Why are you watching this?
Yeah.
We're horrible people, you know.
Fine, I'm pretty good.
No, you're not.
Speak for shut up.
You're
Fucking
really
AIDS monkeys.
You're pretty good.
I'm kidding. Alright, will we get to the topics for this week?
Yeah.
Alright.
Come on, hit
We'll get
me.
to zombies in a minute with George Romero passing away, because it'll be a while. Alright, so...
We'll actually do a respectable version of
No, we won't. It's us.
No, we won't.
Fucking two Siamese people with dicks attached and exploding.
No, we all know that the only famous
That was
person.
John. Okay,
The only-
John.
And I'll stand by it. I will continue to stand by it, actually. But we all know that the only celebrity death any of us have apparently ever cared about was Joan Lee. Every other one we've just been like, nah.
What do you mean every other one? You did an Adam West tribute.
Yeah, I did a whole thing
Oh,
about
I forgot Adam West was dead.
And what about the
Yeah.
really respectful thing I did
Oh.
for Bill Paxton?
Which was?
I mentioned him, said I really missed him, enjoyed his films.
Oh well, that was
Poetic.
heartfelt, man.
It's been long enough we can look back and laugh about it. Alright, it hasn't been. Anyway,
Man, I was continuing to just live under the illusion that Adam West was alive.
moving
No,
on.
it's like I lost them all over again. I don't know if I
You
can
should
do
go
it.
watch my tribute video. You'll
I
feel better.
did, and it was weird. You talk in front of a camera for like half an hour.
That's my other YouTube channel.
Just go to the next item on the list.
Come on.
Speaking I've been trying to get to the transition. Speaking of celebrity tragedies. Segue! Speaking of celebrity tragedies, Daniel Craig is back as James Bond.
No.
See, that was a good transition right there.
Fuck.
That was
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Friend. Okay, so last time he was rather notably quoted as saying, "I would rather slit my own wrists before
Yeah.
playing this role again."
Yeah.
So maybe he might have done it. What if he's actually dead and they're just Weekend at Bernie's him?
And that's why he's not wearing any shoes on the cover of the White Album. Of course, Daniel Craig's been dead for years. That was a layer.
Paul
man.
McCartney.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That's,
But I think it'd be pretty great if they
Okay.
just control him like a Muppet.
Like, as I was
Nobody
saying,
else?
like, just
We're not gonna hop it on
like
that?
poles, just sellotape to his arms, and he's just someone behind him, just there like this, and his arms are just.
Mr. Bond doing me again.
you know that
Kermit the Frog.
you know that song "Pumped Up Kicks." The band who did it, Foster the Children, they have another
Foster
song.
the People.
Foster the People, sorry. Foster the People have this song called Houdini, and that's the plot of the music video. The music video for Houdini is Foster the People all die, and then they just Weekend and Bernie's them through a
Oh, I
concert.
actually like that song, yeah.
Yeah. It's a really good music
Anybody got
video.
anything they want to say about Bond, or...?
So,
I don't think
I've never watched a complete Bond film.
I saw Spectre twice and I regretted it both times.
No.
I've never watched a complete.
Rewind the tape.
I've never watched a complete Bond film.
I was gonna do that in the edit. We didn't have to do it there. We're just gonna be fucking idiots now.
See, you could just cut that out, but you're not going.
Like,
Yeah.
I've seen like bits and pieces, and I've seen good chunks of different ones, but I've never actually sat down and watched a full Bond film.
Watch Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Don't watch any of it.
Watch Casino Royale, then watch the last half an hour of Skyfall. And
you watch
first
Casino Royale, you watch Skyfall, then you go backwards in time, you go Pierce Brosnan, you watch GoldenEye, and maybe The World Is Not Enough.
That was
Possibly
Goldfinger.
skippable, but no, Goldfinger was a Sean Connery film, that's way back. You watch GoldenEye, that's really the only Pierce Brosnan
And
you
Golden
must
Gun.
see.
Watch that too.
You can basically skip
Golden Girls.
Golden Girls.
You can skip Timothy Dalton because his ones were way too serious. Then you go back to Roger Moore and you watch all of the Roger Moore films. I don't care what anyone says. Roger Moore as James Bond was the fucking best era. He wasn't the best Bond, but it was the best ones.
Everybody knows
God,
about
there
Sean
was-
Connery. Best Bond there is.
Oh man, the Roger Moore ones are just so much fun. There's one. Oh, what's it?
Octopussy? I've
Okay, that
seen
one's
I've seen part of Octopussy.
That one's
once,
How is that
actually-
not a joke in Kingsman?
Yeah.
That writes
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just Like, they knew that when they wrote the title.
Yeah, that and Goldfinger, those two jokes write themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, why is the film called Octopussy? I'm surely she's not the main villain in the movie.
I think no, is there another guy?
She's just a femme fatale.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
weird sex scene where she turns out to be two squids in a trench coat.
Two squids, just he's got 16 arms.
Yeah.
No, that's octopi. It's octo. Like, come on, man, close in the name. Squids don't have 8 legs.
Ah, you
They have
got me.
10.
You got me on my squid logic. God. This is why.
They got little legs.
This is why I couldn't stop fucking Ozymandias, because I didn't know how to fight a squid monster.
Or a blue nuclear bomb. But, you know, that's different skill set. Different skill set.
Skill test.
Skill test. That's when you, fuck your skills.
When you're really good at fucking your sister, that's...
Man, Jamie Lannister, that guy's got some skill set.
I don't know, his luck is all but left.
Is that a hand joke? Get the fuck out of here!
That was a well-timed hand joke. Screw you. Alright.
John, have you watched the first episode of Game of Thrones?
I think we've all seen the very first episode of Game of Thrones.
That Ed Sheeran scene. Like, seriously,
Okay,
fuck the Ed Sheeran
Wait, what?
scene.
That, but
There's
you're on fucking tearing it to Jamie was cool.
Oh yeah,
that was fucking
oh,
hilarious.
you ever killed your own brother before? You should try it. I got 2 good hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was...
What's the Ed
pretty-
Sheeran scene? Can we rewind
So
back to
there's this...
No! Ed Sheeran's in Game of Thrones?
There's this bullshit scene where Arya's just like riding along and she meets a group of Lannister soldiers and she hears one of them singing the song.
It's not spoilers. It's literally just saying that Arya is still alive.
Yeah,
season 7.
there's this...
Oh, yeah, I knew
in
that.
Game of Thrones. I'm just gonna look it up.
There's this song in the books called Hands of Gold, and they have Ed Sheeran as one of the Lannister soldiers singing Hands of Gold.
He's a
And
huge
Arya's-
Game of Thrones fan.
And then Arya's like, oh, what song's that? And he's like, and
It's
he turns out it's a new one.
And it like does this really
Yeah.
big close up in his face, like, "Hey kids, here's Ed Sheeran."
Yeah.
And I was just watching it with my head in my hands.
It's amazing.
It was so bad.
You know my love for Ed Sheeran? The guy's the best.
I even like him, but don't put him in Game of Thrones.
You know who else is in this season?
Who?
Conor McGregor. But here's the best thing.
Oh,
He's
please
a
tell me he fights the mountain.
No, the thing about Conor McGregor is he's a member of Euron's crew. And
Okay.
Euron's crew, Euron has a ship called the Silence, and all of his crew have had their tongues cut out so they can never betray him.
Thank God.
Conor McGregor is playing a mute. I fucking
Yes.
love that.
Aw, that's great.
Yes. Oh god, I love that.
Alright, speaking of ripping people apart, Venom movie, which is going to be complete trash, it's confirmed that Lady Venom is going to turn up
In the movie?
in the movie.
That's
Lady Venom, a thing.
really dumb.
Yeah, like you shouldn't like if you're trying to introduce one symbiote character, you shouldn't try to.
Because I know
We're also
Toxin. No,
we're also getting
Scorn.
Carnage.
I know Scorn was a girl, but
Scorn's a lady.
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's
Scorn is a
I'd
lady.
like to think with Scorn in, but if it's just Lady Venom, then
Lady
what the
Venom is, I think if I remember this right, Eddie Brock's ex-girlfriend who gets the Venom symbiote in the
From
90s.
sex?
No,
fuck? It better be from sex.
Venomades.
Venomades, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a power drink. You know. Are you? Do you find yourself
Ape
flagging in
infection,
the?
dick symbiote. That's.
Do you find
That's
yourself
awful.
flagging in the last 15 minutes of the game? Then you need Venomades. Ew. So,
Yeah.
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 When was the last time there was an MCU like introductory, like origin story type film where the main villain wasn't a reflection of the main hero? Apart from Guardians, I suppose, because Guardians is a team.
You're right, because when Tom Holland looks in the mirror, he's a big vulture man.
No, but they're both.
They're both low down to the ground.
Yeah.
They're
They
both-
don't care about us.
He's literally not low to the ground. Like, he's really high up.
Vulture and Spider-Man are both working class stiffs who are trying to
Yeah,
just
no,
make
no,
it in
yeah.
the world, and they
There's a whole
neither
scene
of them,
about it.
and they both use technology and build their own gear and stuff. Well, actually,
Vulture does it.
Yes,
Neither of them build their own gear, actually. Tony Stark
actually,
is into...
oh yeah, no, they both. One of them is
Yeah.
Tinkerer and the other is Tony Stark. So
Wait, so wait,
Still
are you
works.
saying a MCU movie?
yeah,
Okay, let me think. Ant-Man.
another
They,
Ant-Man.
they have the same abilities, but they're nothing alike. They
no,
could
but
be more
it's,
different.
no, but that's
If
what
anything,
I'm
they're
saying.
contrasts.
It's Ant-Man and his villain is evil Ant-Man. Ooh.
No, it's not. They're completely different characters. They can just both shrink. That's
One's
Yeah,
a wasp,
but that's
one's
what I
not
mean.
even an ant.
Oh,
No,
shit.
but you know what I mean. They both have.
He's a
shrinkage.
yellow jacket.
Okay, well that's kind of a broad statement if you're saying that even if they have personality traits.
Thanos.
That's
Well, Thanos isn't a reflection of
He
anybody.
wasn't in an introductory MCU film.
Ultron.
He wasn't in an introductory MCU movie.
he's
though.
kind of a parallel of Jarvis though.
I'm saying the.
He's in Vision's introductory.
Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's well.
Well, no,
really,
Caecilius.
Caecilius is the main villain.
Caecilius
And
though
Caecilius does mirror Doctor
Yeah.
Strange.
Oh,
Loki.
Loki is his fucking brother. Of course they.
That's what
mirror
means
each
a
other.
mirror though.
No.
Loki is in Thor's introductory movie, but he's also in Hawkeye's introductory movie.
And you see
the
the
Avengers.
The difference between them is Hawkeye shoots people from a distance, but Loki likes stabbing them.
Oh, you got me
It's a
there.
mirror.
White girl from Black Panther.
Oh, white girl. She's his difference in every way.
Yeah.
He's a member of the nobility. She's just a working class girl from Cali. You know, he's got a really cool suit and superpowers.
This has
She
nothing to do
just
with
has the
Venom.
powers of a white girl, which are
My powers.
yeah,
are
so
like, yeah.
not superpowers, I guess. But
So Rhiannon, can you take the Black Panther is all we want to know.
Yes.
by the way, are they gonna do the whole thing with the magic herbs in the Black Panther movie?
I
No.
guess. I feel like they should.
I think
I heard they're making just vibranium stew. That's what it sounds like. That's what he said. They're just mixing vibranium into a brew. Like literally, that's what
this
they
is
said.
how they add Wolverine in.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to have some explanation for why he's a Captain America. Like
He's
you know,
just really fit.
he's running in traffic.
He does 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and 100 sit-ups a
Wasn't
day.
someone
10
saying
kilometer run
someone
every
saying
morning.
they did it with the ring or something? It's the ring magic or something, but
That's what I thought. I thought the scene with him
That's
putting
just
on the
Green
ring.
Lantern. Then you can't do a Green Lantern.
The
with
scene
Black
with him
Panther.
putting on the ring was supposed to be like, oh, Panther magic.
You see, I'm not excited for Black
Panther
Panther.
magic.
I'm not excited for Black Panther whatsoever.
I am.
Because I just want to
I'm
get to
always
Infinity
excited
War.
for-
No,
Panther
Andy
movies.
Serkis. I'm excited for it because it's Andy
Yeah.
Serkis.
Yeah.
as
Unless he turns into White Gorilla, I don't care for
White
Andy
girl.
Serkis.
No, but the thing is, they're gonna give him the like sonic arm gun and
He's
thing.
Claw.
The only
Yeah,
redeeming
he's Claw. He's
the only
his
redeeming
Claw.
quality about Black Panther in my eyes is we don't know what's going to happen. Look at that trailer.
That's actually- yeah,
we
that's
have
a very-
no clue what the
Yeah.
plot is, and
Okay,
that's why
well,
I'm
How are
interested.
you not excited for it, though?
You know,
I don't
one thing though,
understand.
I think Michael B. Jordan's gonna be the main villain, and
Yeah,
I was
he
really
is.
excited for Claw to be the main villain. Like, and you can't have Andy Serkis be a bit villain, you know?
They did
Don't
that
make
at
him
Ultron.
the shocker.
I don't think I'll shock her.
No.
I don't think I'll go quite that far.
But-
What's that fearsome foursome with like Claw, the Magnet guy, and they always switch out the other two like Trapster or somebody else. They're like a Spider-Man / Black Panther villain crew. There's something for.
Are they all missing limbs?
Wait,
No,
is one of them
And then
like
they
a
just got
cowboy?
Eunuch Bill, and he's
No,
he's
you're thinking of a
not
different. I'll
Yeah,
look up the name of it later. Fucking,
Yeah.
they're in the Ultimate Spider-Man. One's a magician who uses magic. Anyway, they could do that where it's like the Claw, White Gorilla, White Girl, and whoever Michael B. Jordan's playing.
Oh, by the way, this
guess what, guys? I'm in the Black Panther movie. Yeah, I know.
You're
She made
breaking.
it.
Alright, but did you
Let me
guys-
just confirm it. I'm actually the little kid in Iron Man 2 with the mask
Oh,
on.
shit.
That was me the whole time.
I'm actually. It wasn't actually Princess. It wasn't Princess Joffrey.
It wasn't Princess
It wasn't
Peach.
Prince Joffrey. I was the kid in Dark Knight.
You mean Batman Begins?
I was the kid in Batman Begins. Yes.
I was
I.
I was actually the woman thrown out the window in Dark Knight.
I am Black Mariah. I was. That was me.
I believe in Harvey Dent.
I am the Senate, though. So. Yeah.
Do it.
So it's treason then.
I'm the
Okay.
goddamn Batman.
Did you guys? Did you?
Nobody
guys
ever read All-Star Batman and Robin. Sorry,
Did
go
you say
ahead.
I'm the goddamn Batman?
That's where it comes from.
Oh,
And then there's a great moment where Robin's like,
Oh, it comes from
who
that
are you,
shit?
some queer in a bat costume? And he's like, kiddo, you should know by now, I'm the goddamn Batman.
Does he like turn
I'm
to
also
look at like the
that's
audience when he
yeah.
says that? Oh my god.
He's
a-
driving the Batmobile and he turns to say it to Robin, and I think the next page should have just been him plowing into something.
just like hitting traffic.
He makes dead eye contact with him while he's driving.
Takes out more police, because he does nothing but kill police in that book.
Oh god.
Hey, did you guys notice that just like in terms of how great Homecoming was for continuity, did you notice that Shocker's gauntlets were
Gauntlet, you only have one.
Crossbones.
yeah, Crossbones
Yeah.
gauntlet from
Yeah.
Civil War.
We beat you to it, mate.
Yeah, we said that last time.
Oh shit.
In our groundbreaking podcast,
Gold, darn it.
I don't even think I put the audio for that up on the podcast. I should. Because you've got a lot of cutaways in there that I'd have to edit around.
Yeah.
You see, it's fine if there's a jarring cut, because the audience doesn't pick up on an audio podcast. It just
Yeah.
sounds like we said the next thing.
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah.
you know your baby,
Yeah.
the podcast you edited together. I do have to wonder why you did 10 minutes a podcast. All decided it was bad, and then you decided to just keep it in
It's
and
so
edit it
good.
like it was putting you through some sort of like Stanley Kubrick type mind fuck.
Yeah.
Just
It
like
was his excuse to show off his film skills.
oh
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
If you haven't seen that, guys, go watch the last episode, because fuck, it's good.
It's
just a bunch of
Skim through and
bunch
get
of
to the
still
damn
shots.
part.
It's ridiculous.
Well, just a bunch of really still shots of you just drinking gin out of like a plastic bottle. And
It was actually a whiskey bottle.
oh,
I think
we
we
can't really tell. It's really dark.
No,
Yeah, I know, but-
I think we should do a lot more of those, except make them seem unrelated, but it's like the McBain film in The Simpsons that you can put them together into one story eventually.
Yeah, no, Jack. If you want us doing more shit episodes, then I got good news for you.
Yeah.
I got good news
Well,
for you.
Aiden's not here, so this is going to be the first. Let's do this guy.
Whoa.
Alright, let's move on to the next news topic. Dan, how are we doing for time?
We're doing good.
Alright.
Just generally.
Yeah.
We're doing well, thanks for asking.
Alright, and this is going to be the big topic of discussion. The doctor regenerated his penis off. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Do you think it crawled up inside his body?
Crawled up inside his body, unfolded into his new lady bits.
Do you even know if the doctor has a penis to begin with?
Have you guys ever seen the video of sexual conversion therapy where they
I mean-
cut a guy's dick and they...
Go again, they were talking.
No, I think I should stop talking.
I heard. Go on.
Basically, they cut this guy's dick open and they turn the head of his penis into a clitoris and they like turn the halves of the penis into like the curtains, if you will. Rihanna knows all about this, but like
Why did you watch this?
it was sent to me by an old friend who I'm not friends with anymore. I'll say that.
Female doctor, guys!
Wait,
Yeah.
one sec, was the video the reason you're all friends, or was it another thing?
No, it was another thing.
Because if any of you sends me that video, we're done.
Really? That's all I have
It's
to do?
fascinating though.
Well, why didn't you just say that before,
Well,
man?
no, you and I have a gypsy curse that we have to stay together. But
If I had an easy out, I'd take it. Come on.
fucking old gypsy curse. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Stuck together.
And it was on YouTube. There's just a lot of surgery videos on YouTube.
Yeah, no, you can get away with nudity and stuff on YouTube if you just put surgery videos under it or
Yeah.
drawing reference. That's not a. That,
You know, don't you?
Yeah, no, there is a lot of nude stuff on YouTube just as drawing reference for artists.
Well,
For real artists. For
real artists only draw naked people.
We do.
Yeah, so I'm happy with it, you know.
I haven't seen much of her work, but I've heard
Yeah.
she's good.
It's
she's
the
a
broad
good
from
actress.
Broadchurch. So
She's
fucking-
really good.
The broad from Broadchurch.
The broad.
Oh, she's broad.
She's really good at pretending her son was thrown off a cliff.
Oh fuck, was that her?
Come on, spoilers,
Wait,
man.
was that-
That's
which season
the
is that?
plot. It's like her son
Oh.
gets thrown off a cliff. That's the case.
I always thought he just went missing. Okay, throw
No,
off.
it's
season one?
established in the
Is
first
that season one?
Yeah.
And then
Don't spoil season 2 or
I'm not gonna say anything.
I'll
and
donkey
then
punch you
Olivia
in the back of the head.
Colman is the
Yeah,
partner.
yeah.
Yeah. As in David Tennant's partner.
Actually,
Yeah,
can we get to David Tennant for a minute?
Nothing spoiled.
Fuck. You know how they made an American remake, but they put David Tennant in it? I will punch you in the back of the head.
Yeah, they put tens in it again for the American.
Is it a connected universe? I love a third
So I
season.
don't know what accent he's doing.
I'd love a third season if he went to Australia and the same thing happens again. And it's just David Tennant is cursed wherever he
But
goes.
it's actually David Tennant pushing kids off a cliff.
Your
What the twist?
birth back to Kilgrave tells kids to jump off a cliff.
That's it, yeah.
We crossed it over with my favorite murder show, Murder, She Wrote. And we finally get the final reveal. We've ne-
That's right.
they've never done the reveal that
Agatha Christie?
Agatha Christie.
You mean Miss
It's not
Marple?
Agatha Christie.
No, anyway, the woman who-
Agatha Christie's a different thing.
It's Miss Marple.
Anyway, we never gotten the reveal that the woman from Murder, She Wrote
Miss Marple.
Miss Marple was the murderer. Everywhere she went, people died. I want to find...
Miss Murder she wrote.
Yeah.
She wrote the murder.
She's killing them to write books about the murders. Therefore, I want the final episode about that.
How much of a dick move is it to like go around solving murders and then fictionalizing them after you've helped like bring closure to them?
Isn't that just Sherlock? That's just Sherlock.
You're right, John Watson is a tool, but then again...
So is everyone in that show.
Actually, no, John Watson's a tool in every version because he always writes
He always
about
writes
it.
the book.
Exactly.
In book.
Everyone in Sherlock is a dickhead except for that old lady.
Except for Molly.
Yeah.
Is Molly ever a dickhead?
I mean, no, not really, but I mean, she's...
Is
kind
Molly
of
the
a
girl he
character.
seduces at the wedding just so he can get the key pass for another
No,
place?
No, that's
Molly's
the
like
Irish
the
one.
main character. She's
Molly's like, she's like...
the morgue.
Oh, her.
I want you to stick
Uh,
your penis in me.
And then he's like, no. And
She's
then
a
like,
dick. Like, oh yeah, this is somebody's loved one. But Sherlock, here, take a riding whip and just take your time with it.
Like, dead people don't care, man.
But the families do. Do you want to get your grandmother's dead body back and she's just got riding crop whips right across the face? Like you open the coffin up and it looks like she got attacked by a
that he
wolf.
gave her.
What'd you point at me there?
You You open up the coffin and she's just got a black
I know your
eye.
game, Joe.
Beating grannies left, right, and centre.
I don't always date older women. Sometimes I date the oldest women. That's a quote from a One Direction cartoon.
I've seen that.
It's actually pretty good. It's really funny.
Is that the one where they like picture like a sitcom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, who should play the next companion?
Me.
I was just about to say.
Well, Rhiannon, you're in the MCU, so we can't have you.
Yeah.
John stuck
I
next to me for
think-
Gypsy Curse.
I mean, David Tennant's in the MCU. I can be in the MCU.
David Tennant should be the new companion.
Yeah.
He's on Broadchurch, oh my god.
How weird is
He
that?
plays the same character from Broadchurch.
And it just says that
DCI Hardy.
they finally bring back Eccleston. The reason he regenerated into 10 is because he met the guy from Broadchurch, and he's like, I have to remind myself.
I want
of
to be
this.
that guy.
Doctor, there's a lot of children in time being pushed off cliffs. Should we investigate this? No, let's not get on this one. This is
You're still doing Charles Xavier. Why are you doing it? That's
not Charles Xavier. This is my Charles Xavier.
And you're Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No, this is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Oh, Scott, don't do that. Luke, use the Force. See, there's a complete difference there. It's me, the Emperor. I am the Senate. See, 3 different character voices right there. I'm a man of many talents.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, alright, I think if you want, you go with a serious doctor this time around, because Capaldi was fucking too silly for my liking. Riding it on a tank playing the guitar.
That was actually pretty
It's like they couldn't decide
he
if he
was a
was
silly
silly
wizard,
or
that
serious though. Like half the time, some episodes he was just serious, some episodes he was just silly. They couldn't really nail it.
I think you go with, I think his name's Richard Iowati, the guy from The Office? Not from The Office, from the IT crowd.
I
Yeah.
would love that.
I think he should be the next companion.
Right?
Right?
A lot of people have been pushing for him for the next Doctor.
No, but I think he'd be even funnier as a companion.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Yeah, I throw these things out there hoping you'll give me a reaction or
Thing
like
is,
fight me
Richard-
on it, but you just say yes and move on.
Richard Iowati isn't an actor. He's a screenwriter and a director. He was only an IT crowd. It was sort of like a... Oh, sure, why not? You know, he played the role... He was perfectly cast for Moss.
I still think
Moss wasn't a hard
He should have also played Q in the James Bond films. I think he would have been wacky if you walk in every time and he's just like flailing around with like a fire lipstick.
Bond! Wait, no. Roy, Jen, Bond.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, you got it.
I can't say Bond. I go a different accent.
You go Australian for it.
Bond.
Bond, eh?
Bond.
Alright.
That episode where the office catches fire and then he's just like writing an email to the fire. It's like, Dear Sir or
Fire!
Madam."
Fire!
No, wait, that's too formal. That's too formal.
Fire! Exclamation mark.
Looking forward to hearing back from you, Maurice Moss.
I love when Random comes in, he's like, nice screensaver. Because I just put an empty computer frame around it.
Alright, any more news or... D23 happened, but I feel like we covered that in the last audio episode.
Was there anything major since we covered it last? Or?
They released a thing for what Star Wars Land is going to look like a little scale model.
Star Wars Land!
It's actually pretty adorable because there's a scale model of the fucking Millennium Falcon. Like you can go in and tour through it.
Cool.
It's pretty
Fuck
sweet.
yes.
Yeah.
It's meant to be huge, isn't it?
That.
Yeah.
Avert thine eyes.
We'll be right back after this sponsor.
So I was coming home from work, right? Okay. I come home to my girlfriend. Yeah. And there's this guy there. Sleeping. That really sucks, man. I don't... It's Jehovah's Witness guy. I couldn't say for sure he was a Jehovah's Witness, but...
Was he
I mean, from
carrying a Bible or?
Yeah, from the way he was knocking on her door, it seemed like...
That's some vivid imagery there.
Yeah. Certainly heard her say, he's like, God, what? It wasn't.
What was that?
Classic singer, Jack.
What did you just say about black people?
Nothing about black people.
I think you did, Jack.
I literally said the words black people, and then you guys turned and looked at me. I'm like, got their attention. Alright, now let's all go to freeze frame and move out of it.
Well, I've already started the podcast, Jack.
Oh,
You
come
can't.
on.
Oh wait, no. Let's freeze frame anyway, just really weirdly and awkwardly. And we're back. All right.
Hey, welcome back. Well, George Romero passed away a few days. It'll be like a week by the time we get this episode up.
Yeah.
So, in loving memory of the director of Night of the Living Dead,
And Dawn of the Dead.
And Dawn of the Dead.
And Land of the Dead.
And Land of the Dead.
Pretty much the pioneer of zombie films.
The man who
And Return of the
reinvented
Living Dead.
the man who reinvented monsters and the zombie genre. He invented the zombie genre.
Yeah.
Something that's oversaturated these days. We're going to talk about which is the best zombie world to live in and how you'd survive it.
You know, it is ironic because, you know, like he was the pioneer of this zombie genre, and in the end, he was hit by a bus.
Shut up, John.
It's ironic, you know.
That zombie cancer got him.
Zombie!
Are you sure it wasn't
Zombie cancer is, of course, a giant zombie crab.
Yeah, must be confusing.
Alright, so anybody want to...
You know what?
Let's let Rhiannon start. She's got really good pitches.
No.
Alright, we got 45 minutes. Go for it,
No.
Rhiannon.
Take your time. Take your time.
Alright, we'll start at that end of the table. Dan, you want to go first? Or do you wanna-
Okay. So basically, I assume we've all seen the film World War Z.
I've seen much of it. I've seen the South Park pirate
So
parody.
you watch the World War Z episode now.
No!
Immediately you have a problem
On the plane.
because the zombies in this one are fast and they have no problem just kind of piling up on each other as we've
Yeah.
seen. In
Like-
really dodgy CGI.
Yeah.
But
Like in that upcoming video game, Days Gone, coming to a GameStop near you.
Yeah.
Pre-order now.
Episode's brought to you by GameStop.
Go on.
okay, and basically,
Or in that LED ad. Sorry.
but we know that like you can kind of, as long as you wrap tape around your arm, you can kind of beat them one-on-one because they're not really much of a problem. Brad Pitt kind of takes them on without much trouble.
So if you go
Bring it, hordes.
so Daredevil stuff, you go into a hallway, just fight them one at a time.
Yeah, bottleneck.
You tie a lot of
like-
couch cushions onto. Just know you become the Michelin Man, and you take them on. But anyway, even if you don't want to
I
fight,
pictured you as Piers.
They
from
have the force of a human bite, which isn't an awful lot.
yeah.
So,
So basically, what you got to do is, well, you got to find yourself an apartment to hole up in,
Okay.
and there's a lot of living people in this apartment. And basically, it's not that hard, really isn't. You seduce one of the people in the apartment, and you have unprotected sex with them repeatedly.
Okay.
And you have unprotected sex with as many people as you can. The dirtier, the better.
Okay.
And you can
oh, I
track
see what
HIV.
you're. Yeah, yeah.
And if you got HIV, you're in the green. Because the zombies won't attack you if you
know
got
the worst
flag.
thing
It is, of course, a fact that HIV spontaneously happens if you have sex with enough people. But you don't have to contract it from a carrier or anything.
Yeah.
Can we go from last episode's logic? What if instead of just going for a load of people, you just go to the zoo?
The monkeys. No.
The monkey's gone.
no,
Get it from the
we
monkey.
don't need to go
The
back
monkey
there.
chain. The monkey's fist. The monkey.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
I call it a HIZ, if you will.
You know, the worst thing is, mine also includes banging, but it's even more fucked up.
Okay.
Somehow.
Right,
Okay,
enlighten us.
I think you should go now.
Yeah.
Mine's a long one, but fucking I'll chuck into it. So
So is mine.
No, it isn't.
we've all seen it. It's how we quiet us down before we start the podcast every time.
Right, lads.
Who is ready to shoot?
Who's ready for their medicine?
Alright, so Marvel Zombies.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Actually, never mind.
Come on, you got one, go for
Never
it.
mind, never mind. No.
I just realized my mother's downstairs listening to all of this.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why I'm not gonna say
Alright,
right.
Marvel Zombies. Fucking Spider-Man's infected. He's gonna start spreading the disease. Everyone's freaking out in New York because everybody's turned into a zombie now.
Yeah, huh?
When the writers, they're going for weapons.
Wait, they turned into a zombie
Is it
Childish
just like,
Gambino?
is it just
Miles Morales.
exclusive to New York as
It
well?
starts in New York.
Okay.
We're starting in New York.
New
Well,
York.
New York.
New York.
Now, while everybody's riding in the streets and they're going for weapons and stuff, I'm not going to be going for any of that. I'm going for a shovel. And I'm going to start digging real fast. Until I end up in the Mole Kingdom.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, Mole Man, I am Ginger as well. Mole King, I pledge my allegiance to you. The higher ups, the upper world, it's going insane. My enemy is also the sun. I'm Ginger. Help me, and we'll take back the upper kingdom. And he's like, alright, I'll trust you for now.
I thought
Do you think that's enough to win him over?
You know,
Yeah.
it's,
The fact that you're ginger.
it's interesting, but
He's insane.
I've always imagined the Mole Man speaking with Gilbert Gottfried's voice. Just, we will retake the upper kingdom.
Alright, for every time I point to the Mole Man, I want you to do that voice.
I got mixed up with Gilbert Godfrey and Jimmy Stewart's voice, and I was like, oh, no, he never let you into his kingdom. He's too paranoid.
Humans are pretty
He sounds like Freya.
we love
Tony Stark built that in the cave!
scraps.
All right, so I'm like,
He's just like, he's not angry, he's just disappointed with the tech. Like, come on, Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave.
All right.
Why can't you do it?
my mighty Molkin.
drowned. He went down to the wall. He saved his bodies.
Damn it, Molkin, can you stay on topic?
It's a wonderful life, Genie. It's a wonderful life.
All right, Mr. Molking, I need you to give me your Molite army, and we're gonna storm the Baxter building. Because my thing with these zombies are, once you're bitten, you're infected, right? Unless you eat some human flesh, and that turns you back to normal for a while. So,
I thought it just turned you into a more intelligent zombie.
no, it turns you back to your normal intelligence.
Yeah.
So you're functioning fine then.
You have to eat brains to do that.
No,
specifically.
it's just meat.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
human meat. So, actually brains might even work better for this scenario. So I'm like, okay, Ben
He
Grimm,
needs his brain.
my boy Benny Grimm, your unbiteable skin, come with me and the mole people.
You think Mole Man is going to allow one of his worst enemies, one of the Fantastic Four?
But Mole Man,
Yeah, you can convince him he's just, okay, this isn't your enemy, the Thing. This is my good friend, Talking Rock. Oh, I love rocks. Rocks are like
Mole
my
Man, you know
favorite thing.
your love for clay people? Well, this one's a rock man. Ben, play it cool. Now, have you seen Mortal Kombat? You know that?
I have seen Mortal
You know
Kombat,
Mortal
yes.
Kombat X, that little girl who rides down on the big thing's back?
Yeah.
Well, that's me from now on Ben Grimm's back. Alright, Ben. You, me, and the Molites. Next stop, Westchester, New York. Hopefully it hasn't spread to the X-Men yet. But it probably has, let's be honest. Quicksilver probably caught it in New York and ran straight home.
Yeah.
So I get there, and there's 3 people I need. I need Colossus, I need Wolverine,
Oh, he does turn into a zombie.
but it's been proven...
Infinite flesh, though.
Listen, yes, it's been proven in one of the spin-offs, when Wolverine is bitten, his body starts to fight it. So if he cuts off a chunk of himself with the infection in it, he's fine. So he did it with his arm at one stage.
Would you be in favour of incinerating all his skin to keep him as an adamantium walking skeleton?
He'll heal back anyway, so that'll work. So
Somehow.
It's his
Yeah.
brain.
we get
Well, his brain is inside his skull, isn't it?
In it.
In it. Right.
so we get Wolverine, we get Colossus, and I need Hank McCoy as well. And hopefully he hasn't turned, but if he has, back of the head.
The only combat he can do is like up close and like scratching.
No,
I don't need him for
combat.
combat. I need him for genetics.
No, the thing is,
So we get real fucked up.
if he gets bitten, you have to make sure that the one that got bitten wasn't a decoy. That it was actually the real McCoy.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. I thought you were just making a point about there being 2-1. Anyway, I knocked that blue bastard out and I drag him with the mole people.
How do you assume that you can knock out?
Beast.
I imagine the Thing can though.
I'm
Back of the head.
I'm imagining you now. Forgive me for referencing a not great video game, but you know, do you know Crash Bandicoot? Like
Crash of the Titans.
Crash
Yes, I
of the Titans,
do.
yes.
That's a
Yeah.
good game.
I love that.
Great
game.
game.
Yeah, no, but I'm imagining like Jack, but with the Thing, like kind of doing the
Yeah.
you know.
Alright, so we're in the Molite Kingdom now, and I'm like, okay, Hank's a zombie. Wolverine, cut your hand off, give him some flesh, would you? Feed him a bit.
Why would you assume he's gonna do this?
But Wolverine can't cut off his limbs because he's got fucking adamantium limbs.
He can cut off a bit of arm.
He can just fillet.
Yeah. There goes the old thigh. And he's like, okay, Wolfie boy.
Wolfie boy.
Wolverine.
Wolfie my boy.
Wolfie boy.
I'm gonna need your help here if we're gonna stop the zombies. I've got a plan, but we're gonna need Hank McCoy, the smartest man on the planet. Fucking feed him some arm.
Now, is that real Hank McCoy?
It's the real McCoy, John.
Okay.
So we feed him, and Hank's back on board. And the next stop, and this is the final stop, second last stop, sorry, is the
Actually, Jack, before you finish your pitch,
Yeah.
I have a request that you somehow fit my friend Liam McCarthy into this pitch because I told him I was going to give him a shout out on the next podcast.
Okay.
And it seems I've forgotten to. So if you can incorporate him into this pitch,
I'll work your friend Liam into it.
Do please.
Alright, so we're in the Mole Kingdom, and I'm like, okay, Mole Man, I want leadership here. I challenge you to a trial by combat.
Okay.
So he picks his finest warrior, your friend Liam.
He's like, I need to. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
This is my good friend Liam. The mole.
I picked the Thing.
Random
It's clobbering time.
It's clever.
Oh, look at me.
Your friend Liam and the
Oh,
Thing
man.
fight it out for, I can only imagine, is a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Liam.
And he pins him to the ground and he pulls down his pants. And
Thing is love, thing is life. The Thing is
You
going
get
to put his
supply
thing.
vigorously.
Yes. And after the Thing has literally fucked your friend Liam to death.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call a landslide.
Well, all the Morlights were distracted because they're half blind. They're watching the
It's
fight.
the rock bottom, he calls.
I've just donkey punched the Mole King in the back of the head, knocking him out.
Oh, why'd you do that?
I'm gonna cut his throat. Me and Wolverine are gonna cut his throat. Now I'm the Mole King.
I don't think that's how it works.
I take his cape.
I don't think they're like Klingon democracy. I think you
I
have
think
to.
you gotta eat his heart though if you want to.
Aww.
Then you gotta eat his heart.
And then suddenly you
His
find,
heart's gonna. Can I cook it? Because his heart's gonna be delicious, covered in fat. That man is not in good condition.
you find
But
yourself
it's gonna be
sprouting
like full
mutton
of
chops.
cholesterol and shit like that. It's gonna be disgusting.
delicious.
You find
Wait,
yourself
whose hair are
sprouting
we
mutton
eating?
chops,
Okay.
and suddenly you find yourself speaking in a Jimmy Stewart voice, and it's like, no, what's happening to me?
Alright.
It's infectious.
So the next place we're heading is Canada.
Canadian.
Because I'm hoping the zombies haven't gotten past the border. We're going.
It's Logan rules. Like the Canadian border is a force field.
Because
Like,
Trump built that wall.
Yeah. We need to get to Weapon X. We need to get to the Weapon X facility.
Okay.
Because we need their cloning tech, and this is why I want Hank McCoy back on board. He's gonna start cloning Wolverines, but he's gonna fuck with the genetics, so they grow really fast. They have the regenerating power.
And they're all made of rock.
No, they don't have adamantium skeletons. They're all brain dead.
oh Jesus.
Oh god.
Oh no! You just give them like that genetic disorder that makes them grow too much skin, and it's
Now
just.
you remember in BoJack Horseman how they created genetically altered giant chickens that they eat?
Oh yeah, that was a fucked up.
Well,
story.
I'm doing that, but with Wolverines.
There's in BoJack Horseman. There's chicken farms for edible chickens that are run by intelligent chickens.
Yeah, they
They
make
kind
the
of do
chickens
like an
mentally
animal
disabled.
farm on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really messed up.
Alright, so
It's-
we're gonna cut the limbs off.
I don't
these
know what
Wolverines.
it's like a metaphor for, if anything.
We're gonna cut the limbs off these Wolverines, take all the meat we can,
Okay.
then hours later, they're gonna regrow more human meat. We're gonna stockpile that. Since we're in Canada, it's gonna be nice and cold so we can freeze it all.
Oh yeah, sure, that makes sense.
We just ice pack it into
gotta
I
like,
think they don't have a freezer there.
Yeah, it's not like they have deep freezers in Mexico.
We're in Canada. It's
They got
cool.
maple syrup.
Yeah.
do we just like ice pack it into the mountains of Alaska while we're at it? You know?
Alright, and now it's time for our final stop. We're heading back to the Baxter building. We're going Baxter in time.
How are you traveling?
Underground with the mole people.
That's gonna take weeks.
Yeah, my plan takes mine's a 10-year plan. We're in year 3 of the zombie outbreak. Hopefully Galactus doesn't turn up, because if Galactus turns up, we're screwed.
Yeah, we're fucked.
So I get back to the Baxter building, and I get Johnny, Sue, and Reed back on board. I feed them human
Oh,
flesh.
they're zombies by now.
Oh yeah, but I'm feeding them human flesh. They're good.
Cool.
So we work
You
out
know,
a
see a
system.
torch, you can cook that shit for you.
Even better. We're working out a Soylent Green system where we just pretend there's no human meat in the food we're eating. Everyone's
Why are
eating,
you eating it?
just in case. After I got a taste of the old man's heart, I'm like, I want me some meat.
Some man meat.
He's like that anyway.
There's
though,
other ways
right?
to get that, Jack. Come on.
Anyway, we get them back on board, and now this is where the banging comes in. I need Sue and Reed to just start banging. Till they get pregnant.
Two
Zombies?
zombies banging. I don't want to see
Can
that.
zombies get pregnant?
They're close enough to human, it's fine. Anyway, they have the child. I gotta wait.
Franklin Richards.
I gotta wait about.
Child.
I gotta wait about 9 or 10 years. Franklin Richards grows up,
Wait, is Franklin Richards a mutant? Or
and
is he?
he has the powers of the Fantastic Four, and he's a mutant. That's why he's so powerful.
Well, you're going to have to inflict some deep psychological trauma on him in order to activate those powers, mate.
Or wait till he hits puberty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but
gro-
it
he's
manifests.
growing up on the
Underground, where a lot of Wolverines are spontaneously grown and eaten and regenerate.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
that's all the fucking trauma he needs.
Yeah, but if
It
he's
would be
going
like
around
that
that desensitizes him.
It'd be like that scene in Rick and Morty where they find all the like false Rick clones and
Yeah,
just start
yeah.
smashing them with an axe.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm like, alright, Frankie boy. I don't tell him about my plan till the very last moment. The zombos are coming. They're gonna kill your mother and father. But you can just remove the zombie virus from everybody on Earth. With your powers.
What a fucking cop out.
He does it. And now there's a 50-50 chance either everything goes back to normal or every single person infected with that zombie virus dies.
So
'Cause they just turn into corpses.
your
Yeah.
entire plan hinges on whether you can get two zombies to fuck and conceive the same child they would have otherwise conceived in another universe, so you can
Yes.
wait for him to grow up and remove the zombie
I've got a
virus
backup
out of him.
plan though if that doesn't work. Wolverine is one of the greatest trackers alive, correct? He can track anyone.
Yeah.
Especially a woman, he's been around an awful lot. So, listen, hear me out. I send Wolverine and Colossus.
You phrased that really weirdly.
I send Wolverine and Colossus Out to find the Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
Feed her some human meat.
Just House of Emmett?
House of Emmett. I convinced her children were eaten by zombies.
Wait, who's Emmett?
No more zombies. And that's how I saved the Marvel Universe.
Mine was more fun.
Yeah, but yours doesn't make you Avenger.
Yeah, you put a lot of thought into that, but there were some holes.
There's a lot
Like
of
the mole man holes that we dig.
Good one, buddy.
Alright, you guys got one. That was
John,
tedious
do you
and
want to
long.
take it
Alright,
away?
I got a more basic one. So basically, if you will.
Oh, basic.
Oh, basic.
Basically, if you will.
How it's
What's
basic.
the difference? What's the problem with World War Z and Marvel Zombies? What's the...
There's
what-
zombies in them.
Yeah.
More specifically, there's competent zombies in them. That's the thing with zombies. You got fat zombies, you got strong zombies, you got zombies with superpowers. Good
Walking
idea.
Dead.
Wait.
Shush. Give me... Yes, it's Walking Dead.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Give me time.
You see that's the gun right there I jumped at. Now continue. A
What's
whole
the
vault
best
sit
it's
right
gonna
over.
do Last of Us?
We just confirmed that it's Walking
Listen,
Dead.
we literally just confirmed
Oh
it.
fuck no, Last of Us is super competent zombies.
Yeah, tickers.
Okay.
I'm joining the Fireflies.
Clickers.
Yeah.
Clickers and bloaters and...
I'm joining Fireflies up until the
Clickers and
point
bloaters and runners, oh my!
Up until
Clickers
the point I'm
and bloaters
murdered
and runners,
by,
oh my!
what's his
Clickers
name?
and bloaters and runners, oh my! Anyway,
Continue.
so Walking Dead, you got incompetent zombies. Walking Dead zombies, walking at a snail's pace, just going,
You forget.
They survived that universe just by, having a good deal of food, running around a lot,
The most dangerous thing about the Walking Dead zombies is their numbers. But now here's the thing: they still kill an awful lot of people on the show. Lots of people get eaten by zombies and killed by zombies and whatnots. What is the one thing that we have in our universe they don't have in the Walking Dead universe?
Actual zombie movies.
Competent people, actually. Just competent fucking people who can hear things and have
You forget the
spatial
zombies.
awareness.
Zombies are masters of stealth in that universe.
They are. They
You could
pick up on
just
that.
be eating from the fridge and like 20 of them appear behind you.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that they're always going, ah, and everyone in that TV show's just a fucking idiot.
You see, if you really
Now,
want to,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. In Negan's backstory in the comic, they reveal the reason he's so jaded and like fucked up and evil. That I don't think this is the way they're going in the show. It might do, but the way they do it in the comic is Negan after the outbreak, he started like meeting up with like loads of different groups and like helping them defend against the zombies. But invariably, every group he ended up in, they'd all die and he'd survive. And eventually, he kind of went crazy because he was like, "Why is it that everyone is so fucking incompetent? Why am I the only one who's capable of surviving out here? Why do they keep dying?" And the reason for that is that Negan is a competent human being, which in their universe is the same as like a fucking X-Man. So
I'm calling bullshit on the competent people only surviving. Because Rick Grimes has made it this far, and he is the least competent man alive.
I think
No,
he's the most.
He's got the adequate skill set.
He just never uses it.
People like Michonne and Rick and Negan, the reason they're still
Right.
alive is because everyone else is just they're useless. They can't shoot straight. They can't hear groaning zombies. They can't run without falling over.
If you have no compassion, you nail it in this universe. Negan, no compassion. Fucking
Rick, no compassion, definitely.
fucking if he didn't have to carry his son and all those other groups around, Rick would be doing great.
Oh, he would be a Negan.
There's got to be a moment like in the finale of Walking Dead where like they're on a bridge surrounded by zombies, and like fucking Carl is there, and Rick just goes, "What's the fucking point?" And he just picks up Carl and he fucks him over the bridge.
The thing is, there are people in the Walking Dead universe who can't survive with a machine gun against like a handful of zombies. Rick Grimes' main weapon, like they have his revolver in the show. In the comics, his main weapon is a claw hammer.
Yeah.
He just smashes zombies in the face with it. It works. So, the reason I'd want to be in the Walking Dead universe is because I'm from our universe, which means in our universe, I'm really not that impressive.
Are
But
you?
in the Walking Dead universe, I'd be fucking Wolverine because I'm able to walk in a
But you
straight
still
line.
can't make it early to the podcast. Though.
Yeah, you're like
I had
always.
something came up, but
What if something comes up in the zombie universe?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do then?
Ah!
somehow I don't think that would be a
You
problem.
barely
is it?
survived a mosh pit, which wasn't really a mosh pit.
No, it was, but
Yeah, you say you'll survive the zombie apocalypse in this universe.
But because that's the thing, any of us would. Because we're able to walk in a straight line, we all have pretty decent hearing, and we know how to not get bitten on the face. So, that's why I put forward Walking Dead universe. Because anyone from our... Fucking Stephen Hawking would be able to survive better than most of the people in the Walking Dead universe.
Better up comment for me.
Walking Dead... Yeah, he'd just be able to... Oh no, they are coming towards me at a walking pace. Good thing that I am in a movable
How funny would it
wheelchair.
be if
It's
Stephen-
time to put on the nos,
But
boys.
it can only go
Fix
on
this
till
with-
his battery goes out.
He leaves the group behind. He's like, I am done with all of you.
He'll just like timetable it so he's always heading towards just like.
It's the power source.
Yeah, he's just always heading towards like hardware shops and he's pulling in and just like bumping his share into them until he manages to navigate a battery into it.
Later, bitches. And then he drives out.
The helicopter just comes
No. He drives out, abandoning the
Fucking
group,
hover chair, you know.
and he gets to
gyrocopter away.
Oh shit, that's it.
Step.
I guess this is Steven's last stand.
He just turns around and just like his one like movable finger just presses a button and a revolver just comes out of the handle.
He's just tapping the trigger.
Yeah, he's a
You know, my name wasn't always Stephen Hawking. You want to know why I changed it? Stephen Hawking turns into an actual hawk and flies right.
a hawk. No, a hawk that doesn't have working wings or legs. It's just still a crippled hawk.
I could only do this once.
He's like turns into a tree man. His power is that he turns into a tree.
Alright, Rhiannon, you got one.
Oh god.
Yeah, Walking Dead universe because I am a normal human being and would become king there.
I love how so far Dan's gotten AIDS. You and I have become kings.
Yeah. Well, no,
Some
you're
would say they're the same thing.
Mole king, baby.
Well,
I get all the clay women I want.
well,
God.
listen to this, Nate, because
Which in theory means I could get a Wonder Woman at some point.
In theory,
In theory, yeah. So go on.
You know what? Sorry, I don't want to cut across you too much, but you know that I was like, why didn't they make it that like? Why did they make it out to be a plot twist in the Wonder Woman movie? Spoilers: that Zeus is her dad. Because like in the comics, I think this plot twist is that Ares is her dad, and they have an "I am your father" moment. But they just made
No,
it.
Zeus is the twist in the comics.
Are you sure?
I'm certain.
Okay, in the animated Wonder Woman cartoon, I think the twist was Ares was her
That's
Is
dad.
it
also not. It's also Zeus in that.
Really?
Yeah.
is it a case?
No, she's just playing that. She's just playing that.
Oh, I was gonna
Okay,
say.
but why do they make it out to be a plot twist? Like,
attic.
people are asking like, where did I come from? And everyone's like, you must never ask that. You came from clay. No, you're not one of us. Why? Okay, the plot twist is, oh, Zeus is your dad. That's
Anytime
not a big
Wonder Woman
deal.
has ever been bullied in the comics, all they do is call her Clay. And I'm like, that's just a shit insult. Get out of here, Clay. I'm like, no.
Oh yes, I am
You
magic baby, and you were born from boring sex. Oh, well, I don't know. I did a Russian accent there, but
I know a Russian Wonder Woman.
yeah, she just shows up in like a really heavy fur overcoat, and she's just like, weather is shit. Where is instead of like a magic sword, her
You
god
go
killer.
home to the Amazons.
Her god killer is just an AK. She just shows up at a bunch of bank robbers and just kills them all. And she's like, welcome.
That's literally the one way you could have made Superman Red Sun any better. That's
Her war cry is just screaming, "Suka bliat!" Anyway, your pitch?
My pitch. Well, I have to kind of thank Jack for this one because again, you guys don't give me any fucking time to do.
I
these
told you
things.
guys last night, zombie. Alright, I'll be honest, this is the first time where I've just been like, alright, guys, here's your idea. Let's start rolling.
Exactly.
Normally, I'll give you like a night to like think of something.
Oh, I don't though.
You've never. I'm the only one who ever really thinks them through.
Yes.
Well, hang on. Hang
Fuck you,
on.
secure this
Secure
security guard.
this. Anyway, Brianna.
How did that one end, Dan?
It ended with the Defenders.
Oh shit! Is this one table?
No, it's two.
I've
Oh
been-
yeah, it is one table, sorry.
I've been trying to push it apart.
You idiot. Sorry, go on.
Sounds like a very competent human being to me, guys.
Yeah.
Can't-
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So-
exact. That's the point I'm making. In this universe, not so much, but in the Walking Dead universe, yes.
Continue.
Yes.
Rhiannon, one more time.
So, okay, my universe. Right, so you end up in this universe, you know, humanity, it's sparse, it's scattered all over the place.
What humans are left are terrifying, creepy monsters with genetic deformities.
And
That
Will
can't
Smith
be-
is there for some reason.
Continue.
And you know, it's broken all place and you know, the land has kind of reverted back to nature. It's been a long time since
For a second there, I thought you were going Waterworld. The land has reverted to the sea, and thankfully you didn't. Go on.
Continue.
water zombies.
Oh man, that would have made that movie so much better.
Let's not.
Kevin Costner having to fight like zombie whales. That would have been fucking cool.
Let's
And
not break the
Waterworld.
table, guys.
Waterworld is a
Sorry.
film they should remake. Waterworld was a shit film, but had great.
So far,
potential.
Rhiannon, you've gotten 30 seconds into your pitch.
Yeah.
New record.
You guys say my pictures are shit. Well, have you figured out why the fuck they might be?
I know. Now I just want to see Kevin Costner in something again. Is Kevin Costner in this bitch?
Is Kevin Costner alive?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Huh. Get him in Kingsman.
So So what, like, you know, goal number 1 is like gathering resources. So you need to get, like, you know, you need to get wood,
I'm
metal,
on board with that.
stone,
got
all
wood,
that
yeah.
shit. Yeah. Oh, no, wood.
Kingsman, yeah.
Costner and Kingsman should be Kingsman 3.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Keep going,
Sorry,
Ryan.
go
Push
on.
through it. Push through it.
Just push through, come on.
1 second. Team up with John Goodman. Now you can go.
Oh, come on, yes! Oh, yeah! I've actually got my ideas for Kingsman 3.
I'll
and
mute them, Rhiannon. It's okay.
Sorry.
I'll just blur out their faces.
We'll have a Kingsman episode, and I've got a
Yeah.
bit for
Yeah.
Kingsman.
Alright, sorry, Rihanna,
Go
go.
on.
The Taskmaster is turned up to fight Spider-Man.
No, so yeah, so basically you gotta gather your resources, like, you know, you gotta get your wood, you gotta get your stone, you're gonna punch the shit
always
out of
got
that wood, you
I already
know?
made the joke, Jack, if you were fucking listening.
You're gonna punch the shit out of that wood, and then you dig underground, you dig underground, and you make that
Alright,
underground
now you're
complex.
just copying my idea.
No, she isn't.
No,
go
you
on.
make your underground complex, you know, and you find diamonds, you find diamonds and shit.
on, man.
Oh,
Dude, it's Minecraft.
yeah,
She did a
yeah.
You didn't get that from punching trees?
No, I didn't.
The genetic deformity, people who
Oh,
only
is
go,
Kevin Costner in it? Kevin Costner is Steve. Yeah.
No, Kevin Costner is playing the main villager, and his only line throughout the whole movie is
Or just that noise. That's just Kevin Costner just going around in like the green shirt.
What
and
do
the
you
blue
want,
jeans.
Kevin?
And he would get an Oscar for it because it's like, oh, Kevin Costner playing a disabled man.
The thing about the Minecraft universe that
That's
works
awesome.
well is the fact that when you die, you come back to life. You respawn.
Exactly.
You respawn like 20 feet away from where you died. I mean, you're viciously torn apart, or blown up, or bitten by a spider, or starved to death.
Oh, hang on.
Which in game don't seem that bad, but in real life sound terrifying.
Actually,
Hang
see,
on.
that's the thing. I mean, like, in this one, well, zombies only do come out at night. But you also gotta worry about witches, endermen, slimes,
Yeah.
Anywhere with
those
litter,
firefuckers.
anywhere with water, shade, they can survive.
Yeah.
Hang on, hold up. What if the zombies in Minecraft are all your previous incarnations? What if the thing in Minecraft is every time you die, your old body becomes a zombie and then a new version of you is created, like from a replicated machine?
Oh,
And here's the
That's-
interesting question. There's a philosophical query about the idea of
Shut up, Jack.
continuity of identity. And the basic principle behind continuity of identity is if there's... Okay, fine.
No, actually, no, there's a...
Isn't that the end of that one Christopher Nolan movie with the magicians?
That's exactly.
Yes,
that is literally it, right?
Continuity of identity is the basic plot
Prestige.
twist in
I
Prestige.
believe it's like- yeah.
Fucking hate that
Which-
movie. Go on, Rhiannon.
No, I'm just gonna say about the thing John was saying, there's like a...
Oh shit, guys, we got 10 seconds
Oh,
left.
fuck.
Make the pitch. Make the pitch. Make the
Ryan!
pitch.
Do it!
So what did you do? Well, I freaked out at the guy. You know, he's sleeping with my girl.
Yeah.
And we get in a bit of a tussle, but unbeknownst to me, he was a Mexican, and he pulled a knife. You know.
Strangers love strangers.
And
love.
we're back on.
Just Benedict Cumberbatch comes into my room one
No,
night.
but John, what you were saying there, I know there's a mod for it, like, it's like Mindsy, it's cross between Daisy and Mindsy, but it's a multiplayer game, but
It's called Mindsy.
You are not
It's
using
between
mods
Daisy
in
and
this.
Mindsy.
Minecraft, sorry. And
Wait, is Kevin Costner in it?
no, basically if your person dies, like the character becomes a zombie in it, you know, so...
You guys jelly of how cool I'm sitting in this chair?
No, not at all.
No. You're just
I'm
showing
doing
it
the
off to the
cool
world.
teacher thing.
You did backwards, sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm a level with you guys.
That is the question though.
Is
Like,
the chair
would it be
thing
the
cool?
same person? If you die and then you're replicated.
Well, no, because your consciousness starts at the exact same point you were cut off.
Yeah.
And that therein lies the philosophical query about continuity of identity. You see, there's this school of thought. There's this school of thought.
Can we do Last of Us?
Oh yeah, no, none of us are
None of
getting
us
through
get
Last of Us.
past
man. None of us are getting through
I-
Last of Us. man.
Straight up, I join the Fireflies and just wait for Joel to come for me.
Hey, do you know what happens to the Fireflies during 99%
Well, Jack,
of their
I
appearances?
doubt Fireflies have an Ireland branch, Jack, so you could be
Hey, do you remember that bit where the
Damn,
do you remember?
right. I get started.
Jack, do you remember the Fireflies' introductory scene as they attack a military depot and then all of them die? And you find their corpses laying out in the
Yeah,
street?
yeah.
The Fireflies are fucking incompetent, man. They lose every time. They're like,
Plus, we're fucked about that virus because that's like that virus is fucking
oh yeah,
insane.
unless even if we're all immune, we're all just still gonna get eaten.
Yeah, it's still
Oh yeah, no, I'm eating you guys immediately. Oh, you were talking about by zombies.
Oh, for fuck! You're gonna be a David, aren't you? You're gonna be one of the
Yeah.
Davids. Oh shit! Are you gonna be a pedophile? Oh god. Are you
No.
gonna be a cannibal pedophile? Is that what you want to do, man?
David's
Is
not
that
a
what-
pedophile though.
He's a hebephile. Sorry, my mistake.
What age is Ellie?
Yeah, that scene where he tries to rape Ellie and then she murders him with a machete. You're really lucky you don't have a sister, man. Because
I do have a sister.
He does have a sister.
you have a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I not know?
I keep her in the closet all the time. That's why you don't see.
Oh my god! Did you kill your sister?
I've never seen Dad and his sister in the same room at the same time before.
It's just psycho. I dress up as my sister.
Fucking, you know you're gonna have to do a short like video thing about that intercut between the podcasts at some point.
I don't think I'm going to.
I really think we should move past this as soon
Don't
as we
take
can. So, which of us do you think would die first in the Last of Us universe? I'm betting all of us at the same time.
Well, we could put like, oh no,
Which of you is the lightest?
me.
Oh, yeah, actually,
It's somewhere
Rihanna,
over the
yeah.
side of the room
It's
anyway.
Rihanna.
Rihanna has boobs. So Dan, I'm gonna chuck you first. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna pick you up,
Thank
Bane.
you, thank you.
Pick you up, Bane style, fling you at him, run the other way.
See, I could like, cause I'm small. I could
Well,
be
I
like
mean, you need
an I
You
could
need
have
Rihanna
like
to
an
rip
Ellie
off of that. I
skill
can't
set,
offer
you know.
anything, Jack, so,
Sure.
yeah.
Like stabbing
Wait,
people.
no.
Yeah,
Just
If we find
people
more-
piggybacks and then stabbing the shit out of them.
exactly.
If we find more survivors, though, Dan, you'd be a way better wingman. Maybe I should keep you. Plus, you'd be on board with my shenanigans. No, Dan, I'm keeping you. John, you're the first one in charge.
Hey guys, what do you think if we throw Jack first?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I don't think the three of you combined could throw me.
Not if we kill you first.
Even
We'll
alive.
throw bits of you. We'll throw, like, chop you up and just throw bits. Little bits.
They'll just feed. They'll just feed you to the zombies.
No, guys, I figured it out. I figured out what universe we'd survive in.
What?
Zombieland. We'd all dress up
We'd
as
have
zombies
way too much fun in Zombieland, you know.
and pretend. We do a Bill Murray on it where we pretend to be zombies so they don't
That
attack
does
us.
work. That's the thing.
What about Plants vs. Zombies?
We are neither of those things.
Yeah.
I might be on the zombie side of that
That
scenario.
fucker with a pan on his head has survived the whole time. If he can do it, we can do it.
Yeah, that's it. The trick is get a lot of vegetables and a truck.
That's it. Just, yeah, get a load of seeds, chuck them in the garden.
God, I hope I turned that camera on.
No, the thing about Zombieland is we would all be the guys.
Alright,
during
Dan,
the
I'm gonna need you to edit it so you cut to a 3-person shot so they don't know I've left the frame.
Gotcha.
Good man.
I'll do it.
Don't edit this at all. Don't edit any of this.
Oh, yeah, no, we're good, we're good.
The problem with Zombieland, really,
I mean, once I sit back down, edit it back to a 4-man shot.
don't do that. Don't do any of
I
that.
was always here, audience.
The thing
Just
about
did a 4-person shot, Jack. It's 2017.
Oh, yeah.
thing about
You
Zombieland
gotta
is
bear in mind, John. Of course.
Oh, yeah. Just because he's a raging homosexual doesn't mean we have to discriminate against him. We can if we want, but we shouldn't.
doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I was saying
anyway,
they're not forced to in this household. They don't have to. It's your own choice to
The
be
pro-
homophobic if you want, Dan.
Jack, you'd be the first guy to die in the parking lot because you didn't have cardio.
I do way more cardio than all of you.
I've
does.
seen you try to run, man.
I run 5k a day now. That was a long time back, buddy. I jog every day now.
5 minutes. Actually, no. The problem is, we would all be, we'd all be the guys who die in slow motion while For Whom the Bell Tolls plays.
I'm cutting out your fucking flexing, Jack. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Jack. But yeah, no, we'd all be the guy who dies during For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Ah, yeah, no, you got me.
What's that?
Oh, you turned the chair
I'm
around?
turning my chair back around.
During the intro to Zombieland.
Oh.
I'd be the guy to die on the toilet.
We would all be the
Yeah.
guy who died on the toilet, to be
Hopefully not in the same toilet.
No, we're all just...
Guys, everybody hide in here. They won't get us in a public bathroom.
It's just Scooby-Doo style. We all just pile in, then we realize there's already a zombie in there on the ground.
Oh
and then-
shit!
Ruh-roh.
We're all sitting on the zombie's lap, and we just turn around and like, oh shit.
Okay.
I think no, we don't make a good zombie survival party at all.
Okay, I got one more.
What?
And this is, bear with me. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. Has anybody seen this?
That movie scared the shit out of me.
It's
when I
the
was a
first
kid.
time a Scooby-Doo movie where
Where the monsters are real.
the monsters are real.
Like, it turns out there's a witch creating actual zombies.
You're in the heart of Mississippi. You're out in the boonies.
Or sorry, it's a warlock. There's this guy that Velma has a crush on, this author, and then he turns out to be a warlock.
Spoilers, guys.
That's not it.
Maybe I want to watch.
It's an old pirate curse.
Oh, am I thinking of I might be thinking of a different Scooby-Doo film.
The pirates
Sorry.
come in
I don't know.
and they murder all the people in this pagan village. and the pagan people have been praying this whole time, and they come
pretty
back
heavy
as
for
spooky
Scooby-Doo.
zombie ghosts.
It was, yeah.
It was a dark ass movie. But there's a great moment, and obviously they couldn't go too graphic with it, but they go and try and pull a face off one of the zombies. And I think it would have been great if they just torn the flesh off of it and like a chunk came off in Shaggy's hand.
Mr. Muscle, it was him all the time.
Wait, the
Old man
the
facial
detergent
mu-
guy? It's the detergent mascot, Mr. Muscle.
Just a mustache spring.
Old man facial muscles, what are you doing
Oh wow,
here?
he's clearly speaking in Belgian and it's really awkwardly lip-synced over what
And
he's
it's
saying.
great because
That's what I call my uncle, Old Man Facial.
there's the creepy janitor guy and they're like, it's... We're getting a lot of
Now that's what I call a rock bottom.
We're getting a
I don't
lot.
know how much I can use it.
We're getting a lot of family stuff from you today, Dan.
Yeah, you've really got a great skill set.
You know what, Dan? You want me to? That's a callback. You want me to edit this one?
He's cagey.
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, I think I should edit this.
No,
Dan.
I don't think you should.
Oh, you're gonna take it alright.
No, I'm gonna
From
say-
Old Man Facial.
He is a rock bottom, that man.
So, I'm think on that note, guys,
Do we have anything other than
I think that's it.
I
think we nailed it.
That's
we're
the
good.
note we finish on.
Old
I
Man
think we're
Facial?
good. Old man facial.
Old Man
that old man facial, he just keeps. Never mind.
Alright, what are we doing next week, guys?
Next week.
Anybody got
I won't
it?
be here next week.
Oh. Okay, so.
Well, then sound right there.
Wait a minute.
I looked it down. I was like, "We'll do this hand face." Like,
What if we do like a, and then there was one thing where every week one of us goes missing and it's just counting down till eventually it's just Jack sitting alone in front of the camera going, it's just me now, guys.
What do you think my other channel is?
And then Aiden just drops from the ceiling with a knife and cut to black. And then the
Yeah, you can
weekend,
film that in between the podcasts.
Easy.
Just you playing all the roles.
It's me. It's all me.
You just put on a wig for me, you know.
Once again, I want more of your little interlude things, but you play every character. Like you come in, you're editing the podcast, and you got like an abusive version who slaps you on the back
I
of the
shouldn't have
head.
started because now I think there's an expectation.
Oh,
It's just
there
gonna kill
definitely
me.
is.
But no, I'll do something.
One comes in like slaps you on the back of the head, tell you gotta speed it up.
come on, what do I pay you for?
You don't
Hey.
pay me.
We're not even real, we're just a clever visual metaphor for the abstract concept of thought. One more crack like that and you're out of here. No, please, I have 3 kids.
SpongeBob reference.
SpongeBob
If you didn't know,
reference.
yeah.
Once again, the people listening to the audio version of the podcast aren't going to get the fucking Dan interlude things, which makes me sad. But if you want to watch those Dan clips, go to the YouTube version. If
Yeah,
you're
we
on
got-
the
we got
YouTube
a
version,
And if you want to watch the real Dan clips, go to Pornhub. Some old man facial, just look that
so
up.
let's gone nuts. You're gonna
We
love
also
it.
got a Twitter, you know. We've never.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We do have a
I
Twitter.
get updates from that Twitter all the time, but I just never respond to
Let's
anything.
see.
And weirdly enough, you can also get the old man facial clips on Twitter, just, you know. They're probably going to get taken down soon.
Rated 50-50 on Twitter.
Yeah.
So-
And on that note, I've been Jack. He's also been Jack.
We are all Vince.
I've been Rhiannon.
One more time, we'll go one more time. And
Okay.
on that note, I've been Jack.
And on that note, I've been Jack.
And on that note, I've been Jack.
And on that note,
On that note.
goodbye, everyone. Let's just stop this.
That's all,
You know,
folks.
yeah, just
That old man
stop.
camera,
Stop.
it just keeps rolling.
You got a freeze frame.
That was the camera part.
close this. Think about what you're doing with your
I'm
life.
hoping we've cut away at the stage.
Oh no, we're still going, buddy. It never ends.
That's all, folks.
It goes on and on and on.
Changes